to fire someone in your company. So you have an employee you're thinking of getting rid of them. There's some times that you have to think about, is this a good time to fire that person or not? And there are situations where you don't want to. One, if someone's pregnant and is going to go on mat leave, or while they're on mat leave, you don't want to fire them to that point. That would be discrimination and bad. Two, if someone is under some kind of disability claim, if they've been hurt and they're under disability, you can't fire them during that time. You want to be careful during that process. Number three is if you have an employee who is part of an investigation with respect to your company. If they're in that ongoing investigation, you don't want to fire them. You've got to keep them on staff and keep them there. One other thing to think about is if you're firing someone who hasn't done anything wrong. If that's the case, you might be liable for more than just what you think you are. There are rules that are statutory set in terms of how much you have to pay someone in lieu of notice or instead of notice. Now, often if that person has been with you for a long time or is in a management position, there may be reasons why that person will get a lot more money than just the statutory allowable amounts. So be careful and talk to a labor employment lawyer before you fire that person so you know what your exposure is. That's another Kahane Law Legal Minute. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.